Hello, everybody. Helps when I click the sound on. That way you can hear me. It's part of this whole visual audio thing that we do here on YouTube. Today, it's M. That's me. Making with me. Mixed Media Makes with Mariah. I think that's what we call it. I don't know. Changes. So, we have some new products and things to play with. Some new Posca markers. The Carandash NeoColors. I'm going to mess around with them. P's also very... she's impressed with these. She does not like the metallic ones, but she does like these. So I'm going to play around with that. I have all these stamped off images that we're just going to mess with, and then, you know, depending on how far we get with that, might collage them onto something. How about that? Do say hello in chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you're here. I like to know that you're here because we're an Arty friendly bunch, and then that way we can say hello to you, and I can call out your name and go, hey. If you're watching in replay, no worries there. Still, everybody give those thumbsy upsies either way. If you're watching replay or now or, you know, all that business. If you want to hang out in the background, that's totally fine as well. Bien. P's over here in the background.
Hello.
I'm M. And together, we are
PM Artist Studio.
There we go. We are, I think, all feeling a little better. I am better. This is the first day that I've felt like, okay, we're making a turn on this thing. So, that's good. All right, let's say hello to everybody. Participants. We've got Anthony, Cody, Becky, Carrie, Darcy, Dawn, Eddie, Elizabeth, Gray Like Gray. Holly's here. Yanka, Juliet, Kathy, Lindsay, Lizanne, Ludmilla. Hello, it's been a little bit. Let's see, Lydia, Mark, Mama Juju, Paula, Panka, Ricky Nordmeyer, Sherry Black Dog Design, Star Traveler, that's Linda. Tegan's here. Shelly Studio, that is Margot and Tina Schwanberg. Haven't seen Abby and Trish in a little bit. Wonder what they're up to. Anybody heard from them? Holler. I need to just reach out and see how they're doing and all that business. Okay, so if I missed you, you know, just give me an extra little pinky hello hand and we'll make sure that I say hello back. Did I say hello to Dawn? I think I did. Okay. All right, let's go topside. Let's get this done. Top view. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Fun stuff. All right, P. You need to step it up and get peppy on that chat.
I was just thinking about grabbing something and messing around. I guess I won't do that.
And hopefully you have eaten. I've been trying to get her up early enough so she, you know.
Oh, but I had a good dose of coffee, and I'm really... I don't get hungry until about 11:30. Just, you know, letting you know about that.
So these are the NeoColor ones. P says they're hard. I haven't actually drawn with them yet. But I did think that, apologies, that's going to happen.
Hey, Eddie.
So these are brand spanking new right here. Look at that. Look at how new they are. Should shake it up before I do that. I think that's the proper thing to do. But I kind of feel like this color here, which, I had the packaging. Yeah, right here. This hair color is, good God, navy blue. And then they call this other one Prussian. Good God. Really?
Yeah, sorry. I could take cough syrup, but I wouldn't be able to sit here and speak.
And function? All right, we're getting there. Sorry, I didn't pump these. I didn't prep them. I forgot about that. But that needs to be done.
Oh, you got to prime them?
Mm-hmm. Pump them. See, it's coming. It's on its way. It's on its way, y'all. Yeah.
Dawn says that sounds like it belongs to a bear.
Yes.
It's not that. I mean, I'm not.
Part of it was that she had covered her mouth and stuff, so it went like this. So it sounded worse than I think it is. Okay, look at that. I think this, I feel, is a pretty darn good match to our... Okay, hold on.
Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to do
Yeah, tomorrow. Okay, yes. I feel like
matching tomorrow.
okay. So because the colors are the sailor blue, so navy. Hey, that makes sense. In the navy, sailors. Okay, see. So Tosca, we're gonna do that. I want to do something cool on the plaid thing with the color combo, and then I do have like I have this gray and what? What is the?
Becky said that's the sound that her neighbor's trash can makes when he drags it to the street.
I could see how that would be.
Okay, I'll go to the bathroom next time I have to cough.
I would say that these are the same. So I have.
Well, Rhonda said she played with the plaid stamp yesterday.
Oh yeah. See, these are older ones. They've changed their little. So I don't know if it's the same or not. I mean, the color of the lid looks very similar. So we're just going to go with. This is my older one. And it's already pumped, so we're going to leave it with that. These other colors came too. We might play with those here in a second, but let's stay focused.
Focus.
Focus. Focus.
I think you should just put those all away and use your whatchamacallit things.
Oh, do you know?
Well, if you're going to sit there and have to pump those up.
That's what I just said. I needed this one.
Oh, you needed the navy one.
Yeah, because I don't have that.
I don't know how you're going to use that without blocking out the lines.
Here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to, like that. Like that.
Dawn Rolson said she's going to put in an order, but the P&P, what is P&P, was over $25. I think it would be cheaper to pick it up in person. Well, depending on where you live, yeah.
See, doesn't that look beautiful? And you can even go over the dark line if you want. And I went past it. Don't tell anybody. I think
Everybody's
really
still
cool.
just saying hi.
Okay.
I don't know where you're coming from, Dawn, but yeah. Oh, postage and packing, the UK. She says she does love visiting the USA. Well, you have to make, if next time you visit, fly into Dallas. It's an international airport.
Goodness, this is. It's old. It's been a while.
Juliet said she ordered that stamp last night and she can't wait to get it.
It's pretty cool, and I don't know if y'all noticed, but Darcy did a video, and I highly recommend it. Darcy, will you put the link in? And she even did it the other way, which we might play around with that here in a second.
Oh, Mo, yay! Well, you're excused. She said she's sorry she's late.
No worries, Mo.
And we've got some lurkers that are futzing around and doing other things. Hey, that's
cool.
Totally fine.
Hey, and that's not us calling you lurkers if that's what you're calling yourself or whatever, because I had somebody get real upset about that. So I try to avoid using that word.
What?
Lurker. They said it was really rude. And
I'm somebody just called themselves that.
That's why I said somebody said that.
Yeah.
And when I replied back to them, even though, it was, what sucked is, so they had sent in a contact thing, and they didn't even have for me to respond back email address. So they just put it in through the contact form. And I was like, well, that was kind of poopy because I couldn't even tell you, by the way, that's just something kind of known on the internet, on the YouTubes. That's what people call themselves. Wasn't being rude about it.
Okay, so Mama Juju says, oh my goodness, I wasn't live, then the chat went from 0 to 90 in 0.0 seconds. It made me dizzy. I know.
Oh, when it fills in, it goes, brrr. Yeah, it's freaky when it does that.
Mark wants to know when our P&M Christmas party in Dallas is going to be.
Oh,
I don't know.
When we win the lottery.
Yeah.
And we can, you know, get a hotel and we'll
just have a
big old
bash.
Gala soiree, as they say. Alright, so I'm gonna mix because I don't really have, well.
Oh, there's Tutu.
Hi, Tutu. That's Tammy. See, this is too pink, and I think this is too pink, but this is a better, is a little more chill. And if I mix it with the more orangey peachy color, which again, I'd love to tell you what these are, but see, they're the old ones, and they don't have the cool little new, look at these new ones. They tell you things. Like the actual color and stuff. Look at that green emerald, or emerald green. They don't do that on the older ones.
Hey, Anthony, you're here. I wanted to talk to you about all of these little short, stubby pencils that I have left over. Do you do that resin stuff and turning? I think, is that what you call it, turning?
Yeah, well, I mean, he has a lathe.
I know he has a lathe, but I don't know if he wants to gum up his knives with
partake in that situation.
resin.
All right, we're going to call that a win. See, it sort of blends. I like it. Let's start with the pink this time. Now, these are the...
Hello, Anina.
These are the Chocola chalk markers.
Oh, and see, he says I have used resin to fill holes in wood. Oh, well, but what if I send you all my pencil nubs and you... and I don't even know how... I know I've seen it done. But I think it'd be really cool. And I would love to pay you. Yeah, embedded in resin.
Alright, look at that color combo, y'all. Look at me. In the first, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. Handling business.
Rhonda says she's loving this marker idea. She hadn't thought of it.
Okay. Well, thank you, Rhonda.
He said he'd be happy to give it a try.
Right,
excellent. We'll dig those suckers out and send them to you.
All right. What happened to...
Dawn says that looks spiffing, Mariah.
Thank you.
What are you looking for?
So, I thought we had an Uncharted Mariner pad that we sort of created. Yeah. Because we have the ink.
Oh, I have it over here.
Like, we have the refiller, and then we put it into a pad. And it's one of the scrapbooky ones. And then I need the stamp.
Yeah, here it is. I think it is. Right? Yeah, here it is. And here's... Oh, Broken China's also blue. Where are you? Yeah.
See, look at you. Holding out with some of the good ones.
I don't know how they ended up over here. It just happened. Okay.
She has some favorites that she likes, and then what she does is she just keeps them over there. Okay. So this was the other color that we thought was going to be kind of a good... Now, please keep in mind, altered. See? This was a scrapbook something or other hybrid ink pad, sky blue. It is no longer that. It's more Mariner. But, it's still, like, mixed.
Okay, Rhonda wants to know if any of Estella's itty-bitty stamps would work with the plaid.
Oh.
I don't think so, not since she's, crossed through
probably, but give me a second and I'll do that once I put down my blue, my other blue that I thought would be cool on the plaid situation here. And also keep in mind that, see, there's still some gray here, which, that still falls in the color combo business. Okay, so the question is, do I go and do it diagonal? Because I was so impressed by that. And I was like, why hadn't I thought of that?
I think you should just off-put it. And...
Off-put it, she says. Okay, she likes off-put. Okay, so that's that line. So let's switch it there, and then I'm going to slide it over a little, too.
Rhonda says, just a question. I didn't mean to direct the Arty.
Oh, no, that's fine. I have no true, like, path of, thought today.
Do you want to borrow my Baron?
Maybe. I feel real puny as far as, like, my arms are still sore and whatnot.
Oh, I know.
Look at that. That looks cool.
Oh, it does.
Isn't that nifty? Okay. Now we need to probably let that dry for a minute.
As part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that does look cool.
Yeah, I'm almost sad I didn't put a couple more of those pinkish lines in there, but those were kind of a booger-boo.
Sorry, I said I was going to go, and yeah, we got floating hearts.
Oh, awesome. Well, maybe we try, okay, so our coral. So we were a little irked. A couple of the ones got broken on in transit.
And these are not like oil pastels, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just here to tell you.
These are a different little animal. Look, P even filled in all the little thingies. That's fun. They supply that.
Yeah. I've noticed my coloring isn't very... I never did really learn to color inside the lines.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Hey, and this is pretty close to the coral. And this is the salmon. So see, it's all from the water.
And Dawn says she has some of those. She's never used them. Well, not sure what to do with them. Hey, I'm gonna do a whole thing on them tomorrow. Well, I don't know. It's gonna be terribly long. I should just hand those over and Mariah can show you. And then I can just get on with my
color mixing.
Yeah, here.
Look at that. I'm pretty pleased with that. What y'all think? Yeah? Color combo?
Well, you can hold these up and then I'll talk about them.
Okay. Which wants me to be Vanna White?
Okay, remember, that's the one that I screwed up with the whatchamacallit, stamp.
Conifer tree.
Yeah, so I had to come in and do some stuff
Rosemary.
there. And that's what the white.
Hey, Jackie.
And the blue there, that's with those hootie doos. Now, I did put down a layer of texture gesso. Clear texture gesso. It really grabs a hold of the...
Yeah, I would say that probably is a good idea, because, see, when I was hitting some of those...
it just skated over the top.
Well, and actually, that's kind of cool here with the whole Distress Oxide thing, because, look, it still looks like it's behind, even when I went over it. So that's interesting. Right?
Yeah.
Because I was a little worried about that. I'm like, well, crap, because I wanted this blue stuff to be on top. And look at that. So it still does.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell you, the Distress Oxide.
I think that is something to keep in mind, because it creates that sort of over-under.
Oh, these are the ones, and we got them on sale. That's the reason I bought them from Blick. But here's the whole little do. These are ones that I reached out to these people and they told me thank you, but no thank you, that they were good. They didn't need people or any additional, influencers or artists or, whatever. So I ended up buying them.
Thanks, Mo, for putting that in.
But they are pretty cool. I like that feel of them. It's somewhere between, the squishy crayon stuff that we're sort of used to with, like, the Tim Holtz and Vicky Boo. They're not slicky like that.
No.
But they're not as hard as, like, a real, like a, Crayola crayon.
Yeah. They're a little more smushy.
Yeah. Somewhere in between there. Okay. So, did you feel like that one's been discussed fully?
Oh, I think so.
Okay. What was this? Is this even a stamp or anything? You just...
I don't know. I don't know which one you're looking at.
Oh.
Oh, that's my no. I just thought that was a really cool. I'm saving that. That's Gerald's card.
Okay. Gerald, you need to email us and
You
let me
need
know
to
what
email
you...
us with your address.
And these were all done with the new NeoColor Caran-d'Ache crayons.
And remember, that was the one that I wiggled.
Wax pastels is what they call them.
Yes.
Water-resistant wax pastels.
Dawn says the Swiss have lost friends. Just best to move on. Then she has a crying, laughing face. And that's done mostly with the neocons or whatever they are.
Oh, and that's...
Thank you, Dawn.
Love that. They look glowy. Wonder if they glow in the black light.
Now, this one also, you can still see a little remnant there. Remember, I also used that same kind of, I don't know what you call it, ginger colored.
Oh. Rusty hinge.
Yes. And so I just went over it with pink and then that other tawny color that Mariah used a while ago. Salmon. But I think it looks really cool because I didn't try to like color it.
Right.
Yeah, just left. And the same thing with this one. Remember, this one had some funky...
Kind of Degas.
Yeah, very impressionistic background.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, the dancer one.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Just the colors and everything. And even the mark,
Yeah, dancing flowers.
Yes, there you go.
Cody says, Martians. And then this one, remember I messed up on that lower left one. But I mean, you don't even really notice it now. It's just, and again, use that same technique with the blue over the kind of purpley background. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you, Joan.
The other trees. And it's even got some of the green fern meadow, I think, Carrie stamp in the background there.
Yes, can you see it up at the top? And I left that purposely like that.
I like it.
Because those were the really pretty purple ones.
Yeah.
I was really angry that I messed up with that dumb. But I think it worked out really okay.
Yeah.
I was pretty much determined to make that work. Thank you, Heather.
Last one. Oh, these are the trees on fire.
And what I did with that one was a little bit different. I went ahead and did the background trees, the white and the blue.
I was just noticing.
And then I colored over them. I painted over it with the clear texture gesso and then went ahead and did the stamping.
That looks really cool.
Yeah, because it kind of gives it a different texture.
Yeah. I hope y'all can kind of see that when I...
Thank you, Kathy.
Really see the different texture
of
it.
Can. I just saw a little glint there. Yeah.
I know how to wiggle it, y'all. This one over here doesn't always wiggle it right. So,
okay, well, that's the new batch.
Now, what I really need from you are packets.
Oh. Well, those aren't nearly as much fun to do as cards.
Well, I know.
But I have plenty to do them with.
Yeah, you can, get on it.
Thank you, Mama Juju. Thank you, Tutu. Susan, thank you.
Okay. Well,
thank you, Star Traveler.
I think that's pretty well dry. It looks like there's...
Yeah, and when she did wiggle it, you could see that the stamp ink looks different.
Yeah. I don't know about how well, like, when you color over. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I was going to say, do you need for me to go over any of those with a layer of...
Not at the moment.
Hello, Jerry.
Now, I would kind of wonder, like, do you have a sharpener? Did you sharpen any after you had used this?
No, I have a sharpener, though.
That would be good for this one.
Yeah. Don't use the little end, use the fat end. Because you'll be gooing up my...
You think so?
Pencil sharpener thing.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Oh, wood chips. Wished I had some of those wood chips. Does it work?
Yeah. They are very, very similar to, like, crayons.
Bye, Anthony.
We'll go traditional.
As soon as we find those dead gum things, we're gonna send them to you. And I will pay you for your time.
She's not expecting favors.
No, I am
Sometimes
not.
Sometimes she does.
Unless you want to trade out something, I will trade out.
Always up for a trade.
Always up for it, yeah. Let me know.
I did like that green. Don't let Izzy try these out. She'll think they're wonderful.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like that. Should we switch it up and put some pink in? I think we should.
Lygia's working from home today, and she's watching our thing while she's supposedly in a meeting.
Okay.
You know, that's what's great about those things. They'll never know. Just double your screen.
Mm-hmm.
Mama Juju says, nothing like a good horse trade. Kathy Seek says, so these are wax crayons. Read the description again, Mariah.
Water-resistant wax pastels.
They're much nicer than pastels in a sense that they're creamier.
Yeah.
Now remember, the ones are the Neo ones are the waterproof ones.
Right.
The other ones are
like
water soluble.
Right.
You use them like
watercolors. Move around. Yeah, I don't know that they're meant for like precise coloring like what I'm kind of trying to do here, because it does seem a little wasteful to...
Okay, so here's what I did when I wanted to get into areas that were
a little... Yeah.
Becky wants to know, are they worth the extra dollars? I don't think so. I wouldn't.
Compared to what? Like...
Yeah. I probably wouldn't use them. They're more in Mariah's wheelhouse than mine.
Yeah.
I'm happy with what I have. I have 16 packages of oil pastels, and I don't really need any more.
I very much like these more than oil pastels, but I am not an oil I don't like the stuff it leaves on my fingers. I don't like the smell of them.
I like everything about it. I can snort them.
Now, the one thing P was saying about these is that so they really do glue down their paper. So
yeah, they're not. So, I really struggled to get the stuff off of that one that was broken.
See,
actually, there were two that were broken.
Yeah,
they arrived broken. I didn't break them.
Right, but normally she does do that kind of.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know how in a tin box.
Well, they boot kicking them around. They were You know, they shipped it in like a bubble envelope.
Oh.
So I think they got probably knocked about a bit more than they would maybe in a box.
That elephant that has a job at the post office sat on those. Hello, Laura.
All right,
Happy holidays to you.
We're getting funky.
And Rosemary snuck in there. Okay.
Now, y'all that are coming in, do give those thumbsy upsies.
Thumbsy upsies, yeah. There's a whole bunch of you that came in. And Kathy says, so many products we did not have in 1965.
I know. You know, we talk about that pretty often, that, you know, P was pretty well set with stuff that she'd collected over the years, but it was still amazing to us that there were so many things that we had never, until we were online and started, you know, doing this whole PM Artist Studio thing, that there were just so many things we were unaware of.
And the other nice thing about this, they don't smear. I mean, they do smear, but they're not.
Yeah, like if you purposefully went in there, you could blend it out. But I see what you're saying, yeah, that it's not like...
The oil pastels are terrible. You could, you know...
Yes.
They're not meant for this kind of work here.
Yeah, because then even like the little bally stuff that happens with the oil pastels, I always end up with like little, you know, looks like shooting stars or whatever. Do I bring in blue or?
And I'm gonna do a whole session on rubbings as soon as I find my impression plates. They're MIA.
Did you look under the...
Ann Webb she's organizing her stuff.
Wonderful.
But she's distracted, yes. All right, Kathy did a thumbsies upsies. Hey, any of the rest of you? Hi, Ann. We were going to come over and see your studio one of these days, okay?
We're inviting ourselves.
I don't have any problem with inviting myself. And Dawn thumbed.
All right. Hey, I like these. I am. Hey, and they at least respond to their emails. So, you know, even though we talked a little smack about them.
Yeah, and I really wanted to hate them.
Yeah, we did.
But I don't.
We're ready.
I really like them. And especially for, you know, the things that I showed you with the cards that I just did, because you can cover up a lot of mistakes with those. And I mean, that one little card, if you think about it, it started out as a brayer off and then went to a gel print. Then it got stamped. Then it got covered with clear texture gesso. And I used colored pencils, and that's 6 different things on one card.
6.
Oh, she says that would be wonderful. She'll make lunch. Okay, when are we going to do that?
You just let us know.
And can you send your address in? Oh, she has. Mariah says, never mind. Should we bring a bottle of wine?
I will not be drinking.
Yeah, I won't be drinking either. I'm just kidding. I might have to have a shot of bourbon, but... Oh, and the metallic ones?
Yeah.
Mariah needs to show you those, because I do have an example in there of using the metallics as for rubbings. And I don't know. I was surprised. I didn't remember they looked that good.
Here's the metallics. These are the ones she was really talking smack about. Oh, they open that way. The side thing.
Yeah, now see that?
See, she broke them up. That's what she does.
So that example you just moved out of the way with your hand there.
One of our stencils. That's swirly swirl swirls.
Oh, Anne says they have bourbon.
Here, this is the gold color, but it's kind of...
Yeah, the thing about them is they're very unimpressive as a source of metallic.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Hold on. Y'all should know. You shouldn't trust our first feelings about things.
Rosemary K says, I'm more like the last time I saw my metallic watercolors. Metallic watercolors are quite a different story. They're wonderful.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? We could actually, that was a really good idea. Let's do that. We're just playing with all sorts of things today. I like you aren't constrained by, like, you don't see it's like full coverage, so you don't see if you move directions. It just lays it down nice and flat.
Hello, Jessie.
For the most part. I like that. That gold is very greenish. I need to find the little bauble stamps.
Yeah, and Becky says, I don't think I've ever found a dry medium that has a good metallic. No. That really right there is probably about the best you can get.
I don't think that's too shabby.
I guess I was just interested in using them as rubbings, and they were really impressive in that particular capacity.
I like that. This fits my style of
fiddly.
Well, it's also like you put the pressure on it, and you get done.
Elephant stomping coloring.
Yes, I am for this. If you have that, that's your approach. These are for you.
Oh, Kathy said that smooth application would be a major plus.
Yeah.
I'll rewind and screenshot the box.
Out here. There you go.
And did you show them how I kept the box closed with my sock top?
No.
That's important. We're doing some redneck engineering here.
So, if you don't like the tops of your socks, or you have socks that are ready to be thrown out, or you...
That's not the one you should use for that one. That one's too smushy.
She had 2 of them on there.
Well, one of them was for the other little thing there.
So she had both of them.
And that other one's from the socks I have on right now. That's my wool socks.
So, see?
Well, and the thing is I have them in a bin over here. Mm-hmm. And when I'm pulling that stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just tuck them in there. See?
Just tuck them in there, she says.
Well, I actually didn't think of that. Well, I mean, I did, but after I saw the Posca colored pencils, they had a little sock-looking thing around them.
Uh-huh. Yes. They come with a little rubber bandy, like, kind of.
It's not. These. Yeah, it's.
It comes with this thing.
Like but doesn't that look just like a sock top?
Isn't that like a sock top, y'all? Piece of yes on that. We're gonna mix it up.
Okay, we got Big Sky. I am enjoying doing my things at my table, listening to the 2 of you banter.
Good.
And Anina says, Patricia and Mariah, did you ever do a studio tour? Yes, my dear, we did.
Yeah, I'm sure Mo or one of
And I think
drop it in
I
there.
don't know if that. Oh yes, she did.
Okay.
Mo, you are so awesome.
There you go.
See, there it is. And you must realize it doesn't look anything like that now.
Well, no, I mean, cleanliness wise, that is very true.
And Kathy loves the sock bit, Mariah. She just poo-poos some of my ideas.
I do.
Gary said that's heavy-duty knicker elastic. No, this is not knickers. These are, these are the tops of your socks that I cut off
tops,
because they cut off my circulation.
Judgy socks.
And Bo said, have you been pinging knicker elastic? Oh, that's great. You know, they do have elastic, and I can't remember. Well, I got it because we were using it on our costumes in the theater, and it has kind of a rubbery in on the inside, but we used it because it kept the it was stiffer, and it kept the band of the skirt from turning.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I like a thicker elastic person.
Yeah, but this had rubbery ribs on it.
Rubbery ribs.
Rubbery ribs. I mean, it was just in the theater shop, so I don't really know where they got it, but there is such a thing out there. Knicker elastic. Sorry. Gray said, I need a much bigger box for my knicker elastic to be effective. Well, sometimes you have to cut it down to size and sew it up so that it fits your smaller.
I got an idea.
Diameters. Oh, Sandy says, sorry she's late. She has her water meter replaced. Oh. Well, I'm sure that you didn't have to pay for that. That should be a city thing, right?
That kind of depends on, where you're at and whatever. Okay, so got all this stack of stuff over there.
Oh, does the tour show my bracelets in my
so, yes.
bedroom? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and remember that was created with a pool noodle, strips of fabric from a what do you call that kind of rug?
The
chindi rug that I took apart and laundered all the. Oh gosh, that was a mess.
Was it?
Because the string they got all tangled around each other. I don't recommend that. Wash it in the stage of the
when it's as a rug.
As a rug, and then take it apart.
Yes.
Oh, it's just like a big old matted ball. It was horrible. But anyway, and that's what I use. And then I just tied them together, wrapped them around the pool noodle, and secured them with the shish kebab bamboo.
Shish kebab bamboo skewers.
And that's what I hang my bracelets on. Works great.
Okay, sorry. I had to get that out of the way. I was feeling a little claustrophobic. Okay. What do we want to do here? First of all, may I have a
Hello, Zinjan.
May I have a wet wipe?
Yes.
And then do you have let's see.
What you need?
I need
pieces of paper.
Kind of a slicky surface, because see, I don't have I just need a piece of the freezer paper or something slicky that I can do my thing.
I'm not sure what you want it for, but
that will become clear in a moment. I will tell you that oxide
How
business
much do you
just
want?
keeps on a giving. Look at that.
How much?
Just a little piece. Like, you know, enough to stamp on. Thank you.
Sorry, guys. I'll get back to reading here. I'm putting away my white freezer paper.
See, that stuff is just still giving. Now I got foamy, but that's all right. Okay.
Hello, Walter.
Hey, Walter.
And Juliet.
Hey, a lot of y'all stuff, those of you that have come in and whatever, I was just thinking
Hey,
about
it's
Walter.
cold here, too. I don't know what the temperature actually is, but it's cold.
Check your emails. Things have been shipped out today. So, getting things done. Still quite a chunk of stuff that still needs doing, but yeah.
Paula says, good job, you're here. I may need a knicker elastic control check in the NERC.
Okay, I got an idea here. Let's see if we can containment.
Rub that Baron over the top of it. Oh, you're just gonna.
Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Oh, fast and easy one. Voila. Yeah. Getting things done, y'all.
This is, yeah. Most reminded everybody this is the last day for double points.
It is. Midnight.
Now I'm just gonna I'm going to poo-poo whatever you're gonna do here because
no, you're not.
Yeah, if you're gonna try putting that watercolor over the top of what you have there, those waxy crayons, are you kidding me?
Listen, lady, I don't think you understand what's happening.
Oh wow! Hey, y'all heard me.
We did. You fish heard. Now you're being ignored. Slightly. Okay.
It's only fair because I just ignore her.
That's
also.
true. You do. I need water. A spray bottle, or I didn't see it over here.
Well, I don't know where it is. Are you talking about the fine one?
I mean, I guess that'll work.
I think it's on here. Turn this around.
Well, this one says alcohol.
Keep turning. I'm seeing spray bottles here.
I did. Okay, there we go. H2O. It's important to, notate these things.
I do have concerns.
Okay.
But, whatever.
We're going to go. Oh, by the way, these are, if you're wanting to know. So, there's a little thingies, but they're CSY art.
Yeah, I put them in there because
they're two different sets.
I wanted them to all be together.
She had the other little hoodie do on there, and I think it popped
Sandy,
off.
these are the water-soluble ones. They are great.
Yeah.
And I know what you're talking about. It takes 15 minutes for them to, get so you can use them.
Mm-hmm.
Paula says, go ahead and do it, Mariah.
Oh, this is the spitter one, isn't it?
That's a spitter? Llama?
Spitter llama. Some of that. There we go. Okay. Now. She didn't like these things. They're kind of a pain. Let's put some out here and do this little bit. That. There we go. I'm going to try to do a little bit of a ombre situation. These are very creamy little metallic watercolors. Not all metallic watercolors do that. Just FYI. All right, let's see what happens here. The method to my
Yeah, you're getting lots of encouragement here with your
wonderful. Are y'all excited?
They don't know if they're excited yet.
Or is that just you transposing your lack of enthusiasm towards what I do over here? Okay. I don't know if I should do one block off there, but we're just gonna go for it, y'all. Boop.
Tina says, "Go, go, go."
Well, that didn't show up as much as I wanted it to. Onto the little tree. You see?
And Brenda loves the idea of making your work surface a giant palette.
Thank you. See, what I was thinking is then, you know, if you do that, what I just did, but it shows up better than what I did, because that's kind of the situation.
Brenda, it's the meat packing paper. Meat wrapping paper.
And I do believe
it's like slicky on one side and not on the other.
We have it in our Amazon list somewhere. But see, if you then cut it out. That's a little.
My suggestion is you do your
dampy right now.
I don't know why you thought that was. I thought it was just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I had planned
grungy and perfect.
Right, but I had planned on cutting it out.
Well, I told you it wasn't going to stamp on top of the waxy stuff.
Well, it kind of did.
It's not going to stay. It's going to rub off.
She's grumpy.
I'm just telling you.
It's kind of there.
I think you should have just left it alone.
I don't like it when you do that.
Kathy says, I'm so confused. How does the metallic watercolor manage to stick to the waxy crayon? Well, it does until you rub on it, sweetie.
Sometimes your grumpiness.
And Kathy says that she and I are from the same planet.
Okay.
And my suggestion on this is that you go ahead and do your plaid stamping. And I don't know why Mariah cut this out. I thought it was a really cute card.
I didn't like
By the time she gets through with her little fingers,
mucky
she's going to rub it all off of the tree.
It's still there. It's still there. Look.
And you need to hold it up into the thing. I don't know. I'm not believing you.
No, you're not. It's fine. Poo-poo on you.
Well, you already had metallic on there anyway, so I think that was...
Okay. Let's see what happens here. Going another route, y'all. Hey, oh, more situation. Plus, I look like how where the shiny bits do still show up. That's cute. This one over here is being poopy. Okay. Well, I am pleased.
I think that's just bloody wonderful. But the minute you start putting something else on that, it's going to come off.
I got fixative over here, you know.
Well, you need to do that. I'm just telling you. I don't think you should be telling these people to do that because they're not going to be happy with it.
Fixative. Oh, I got you one I got you one better, Patricia. a little globby last time. Because we had to alter the tip, because sometimes it gets clogged if you don't.
These trees look grinchy to me.
Good. We got a Grinch in the house. I don't know if you noticed or not.
Oh, hoop-de-doo.
There we go.
And Kathy says, yes, she wants to know if it rubs off. It is a great look.
It ain't gonna rub off now.
No, it's not.
I'm sealing it in, y'all.
And next week when it's dry, you can actually glue it down to something.
We shall show it tomorrow when it's dry.
Brad says the cage match between P&M starts at 8 p.m. tonight. It will go 5 rounds and 5 rounds only.
It's pay-per-view. And right now it looks kind of...
And Kathy says, spray and seal and tell us later.
Okay.
Sandy thinks Brad's funny.
He is funny.
Sometimes he is funny.
Okay. I'm going to keep it on the little card thing there. I'll keep checking back with it too. I don't think it's going to spread beyond the little thing, but it's best to keep an eye on it because I'll need to move it around so it doesn't stick down to it. I need a flat surface. Putting it right there. Okay. That's done and that's fun. There's some ideas of layering. Just, please note that when you're going over the waxy thing, you're going to want to seal it. And, this one over here is very concerned about all that.
Ari Sky says, howdy, y'all.
That's Sonia. Sonia that writes us the letters.
Oh. Can we get that match in claymation? Hey, Izzy's been doing lots of really cool stuff with her clay.
She has been. I'm just going to leave this one. I don't know what to do with it. I'll let you fart around with it if you want to cut it out and stick it on one of your cards. Or
no, I don't want to cut it out.
Do you want me to cut it out?
I would like for you to, because if I cut it out, it won't look good.
Okay.
And I'll see if I can find a appropriate background. When I'm doing my packets, I can pull a packet.
Pull a packet, she says.
Pull a packet card and glue that baby down.
Okay. So this one was all of the...
Oh.
Done with the...
Is our sound is fine? Okay.
Yeah.
Sherry, I don't know what's wrong. Take your mute off, sweetheart. Brenda, clap, clap, clapped.
Wonderful. Thank you, Brenda. I know this is not terribly exciting. I do apologize, but if I don't do this now, then it won't get done, and then I'll just sit over here and it'll be one more little thing to...
Okay. Sherry says her sound is gone and she's just logged in and out.
You might check to see, because there is a sound that is in YouTube.
Your settings?
Yeah, on the YouTube.
On YouTube.
So if somebody wants to type that into the chat for her, let her know that...
Yeah, you're missing a lot of really super fantastic dialogue here.
Yeah, me cutting out things.
Well,
and P being mean.
I'm not being mean. I just think you should not tell people to do things that might not end nicely, because then they're going to be angry with you.
Well, we told them how to remedy it now. We're problem solvers, y'all. We might create a problem, but we're going to solve it as well.
Fixed now, it had hooked to something Bluetooth around.
Yes, that happens too.
Oh, yeah.
And then I hate it when it like auto sets and then it turns up the volume.
She says, yay, I'll have to go back and catch the fight. You will, because it was really spectacular. P unrelated, but with your recent calls, I was wondering the brand of jasmine tea you like. Oh. I don't know. I really, anything jasmine, I really like it.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to my boxes of tea, though. Mariah goes into the pantry and she reorganizes things. And then I can't ever find them.
Just stamp this off on something.
Dawn says lots of things don't end nicely. I have loads of UFOs on which didn't end nicely. And Kathy says she loves the repartee and the problem solving.
Thank you.
We're the bomb. I think it's really important to let people... Oh, I love this, what she's doing right now. This is messy and wonderful. This is right down. I don't think she should do this. I think I should do this.
This is up your alley.
This one, yeah.
There, look at that. Just trying to get the stuff off the stamp. Here, I'll let you keep that and you can do things with it once it's dry.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my God, I love it.
These are what were supposed to be our
What were they supposed
catalog. That ain't happening. I gotta rethink that.
Into the book?
For our purposes, because it's a lot.
Lively banter. Yes, that's much better.
Yes, lively banter. We'll go with that. She's still
But
mean.
I think repartee is good too.
She's mean.
I am not mean. I'm just realistic.
In a very abrupt way.
Well, I could sit here and dance around the bush.
I'd rather you do bush dances. They didn't come here for that.
That's right. They came here for some
I don't think so. Y'all
real life approaches.
Yeah. Let us know.
I want you to do some more like this
I'm
one over
working
here.
on it.
I'm all about this. I'm going to have to make you give me that stamp back so I need to pay attention so I can do this. Because I'm loving this.
Well, you gotta mix your, distress oxide business. Oh, yeah.
With the watercolors?
Yeah. And that's why it's shiny.
Gosh, she's gooing up my Baron.
I'm not. I rubbed it off on my pants. You'll be fine.
Kathy says she doesn't dance around any damn bushes either.
Good.
She didn't say damn. She said dang.
Okay.
I set up my bridge table over here, so.
Just got things.
And it's bridges in, something you go across the water on, not the other kind where you play cards. This stamp requires some stomping. It do.
Oh, is that?
That's what
Rhonda
said.
Yeah.
Hello, Robin.
It really does, because it is very square, so you really gotta.
And it's always the middle is where I lose it on those things.
Now, do you want more on this?
No, that's good.
There you go. All right, got it pretty well.
Yeah, these are really nice, heavy cards.
Well, those are the postcards.
Now, did you hand me the tree that you cut out?
Yeah. Oh, I haven't handed it to you. There you go. All right.
Kind of a little dude. I think I can make that work.
Okay, so next thing, yeah.
Yes, and Rhonda says, then again, she likes the grungy look of a partial stamping.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Rora's birthday today, Mariah.
Oh, happy birthday. Ron.
Yeah. I'll call her up and sing her happy birthday.
Okay. So, per Rhonda's request, we're going to see what we get done here.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to make much of an impression, but you can go ahead and do it anyway.
I don't know why you are so anti-mite.
Okay, you need to be doing that on one of these ones that one of the more open ones like this.
Okay, give that to me and I'll.
Not on that part, on the. Oh, well.
Like that. But see, I want to. So we're doing good here. We're doing good. Oop.
Deb says she's coming in hot and late again. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Deb.
And sorry. Hello. Been busy this morning. Totally forgot you were streaming.
No worries.
No worries. You can go back and watch the other parts.
If you're into, she's extra saucy today, this one across from me.
Well, because she's not doing what I want her to do.
She likes some of the ideas. She doesn't like to follow through.
Yeah.
She's not happy. Look at that. That's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. And we'll continue on with this bad boy.
Well, it does actually look better than I thought it was going to.
Well, thank you. I know that was hard for you.
It was hard for me. Did you feel the reticence
I did.
in my voice?
But I do appreciate it.
Like, well, shucks, that did work pretty good.
Not too shabby.
Sorry, said you bet I will. And Rhonda says, oh, yes, I see the possibilities.
Oh, yeah, these are super fun little hooty-doos. These are the ones that go with the bobble stencil. So they do fit into those. So if you have that, then this is something else that you might want.
Anina says, is there enough room to doodle in between the lines on the plaid stamp? I think so, if you don't color them in like Mariah did.
Yeah, because this is like double stamped.
Okay, now Becky Sky over SS, she says, I find the NeoColors somewhat water soluble. I like the effect. Well, that you may be using the 2s instead of the 1s. Because these are not water soluble.
Right.
At all.
Yeah, these are resistant.
And remember, there's 2 kinds of the NeoColors. There's the 1 and the 2.
Yes.
These are the 1.
These are the ones. Correct. That is correct. Do you want me to stamp other ones on this one or on, yeah, I'm just going to continue.
No, I want you to stamp some more. I'm going to make you some little cards and I want you to stamp me.
Well,
and then I can put whatever on top of them. See?
All right.
This is what I would normally glue the card down onto. But if you just stamp me some backgrounds.
Okay.
I went through that whole stack. I had to cut some more of these this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
She's been quite the card maker, and we've had lots of people requesting, and there, I love that. I'm just very pleased with that situation. Here, look at that. And the thing is if she does any gel printing with those, there could be transfer. We've had that happen before. Remember when we kind of did this with the leaves on the green paper? Seems
oh,
like
yeah,
this is always
yeah.
Color scheme when we're doing.
Now, remember, if you use any watercolor, that this will resolubilize.
Yes.
So you need to make sure that that's not
happening. Is this kind of what you were... Look at, oh my god, I actually hit that. That was impressive.
Okay. Irma, hello, new subscriber. All right.
Hello,
we love those.
Do I need to do the whole thing?
No, I love that.
Okay.
Because I can do some really, lightly gel printed stuff on that, and that'll be wonderful.
Okay. Here we're gonna do.
And then I might use some of those crayons there. Yes, we love new arty friends, don't we? Okay, what did Darcy say? Trying to find this. Y'all go fast. Darcy, you're such a poopy diaper head.
What Why are you
She says, I'm not making cards too. I had to cut more. Y'all pointing that out. Mariah makes fun of me all the time. When I walk down there, I told her I wasn't going to make any more deadgum cards.
That's seriously, if you go back every year for the last 3 years, that's always the story. So it's just funny. Technically, you aren't making Christmas cards.
I'm not making Christmas cards.
Yeah.
I'm making greeting cards.
Yeah, just cards.
I can't say that word. Margie! Have you been here before? I mean, you've been here before, but yeah, okay. I see you back up above.
That's our Margie.
Yes, but she just joined us. She waved a hand. And Paula is sniggering. You tease the ones you love. Yes, you do. I can take it too. But you better rest assured that I'm going to probably give it back to you.
I think that's pretty groovy, personally. I know it looks smudgy, but she'll do something wonderful with it. It'll...
Oh, the smudgy part is I love that.
Yeah, just digging on. I think we need some of these little blue ones in here. See, and it's getting to where it's now I'm just getting a little... Just adds that little bit of sparkle in there, and then you gotta, like, turn it to see it.
You're making tiny works of art that fit in an envelope.
See? Okay.
Well, we're not enveloping these. We're just sending them naked.
Yeah, you gotta place an order. And
we don't have them in an envelope.
No, it's just best to request them in the notes. I hope that...
And there's people that make envelopes that fit whatever size you want. You can look that up and follow the instructions. I don't know how to do that, but
that's not true. You've done that.
I've made envelopes, but I haven't made them specific to a certain thing.
Specific to a certain thing. Mm-hmm.
And as I recall, it was a bit of a pain in the patootie.
Yeah, it was. You were like, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make one more envelope, then I'm done with this. And Paula says word in all capital letters. Oh,
look at that. That's kind of cool.
I'm sorry, Susan. You know it is really. It's a bummer when your loved ones die around a holiday, because then that's what you think about.
Need more stuff.
Okay.
There you go. There's another one for you. I like that one.
Oh, yeah, that is my altered screen.
Yeah. All right, what's next?
Well, I got you another thing.
Oh, you did?
Can you, you're supposed to be stamping that plaid thing on here. Oh, yeah, you can color that. But if you cut it out, then we can put it on one of these after you color it.
Mm-hmm. Get my sleeve in the gravy. This isn't exactly, watercolor paper, but... All right.
I don't know why you're using that crap brush.
Because it has water in it, it's very useful.
I can hook you up with some water. I changed my water and washed out my...
Yeah, it was gross.
Container. Well, it's still gross on the top part, but I did manage to get the stuff in the bottom that settled.
And was starting to smell kind of weird, too. Just saying. I'll hand these off to P and she'll, pencil work them and do other things to them. Y'all just be blown away.
Well, the problem herein lies because of the way that they're stamped there. I can't cut them out and affix them. I have to fussy cut them, and I'm not doing that.
You're not doing that?
No.
Well, if you want to do something nifty with them, and if they need cutting out, I'll cut them out.
Okay.
And it'd be a neat experiment too for you to see. Go ahead and put the texture.
Oh,
clear
yeah.
texture just over it. It will alter the shimmeriness of this, but we'll test that out and just see like to what degree.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Because I don't know that we've really done that over the watercolor business. And then maybe see if afterwards if we put gloss over it.
Excuse me.
If that then does something, more fun.
Okay.
Shall I continue on or?
Yeah, I would like for you to stamp on that with the plaid thing.
Okay.
So that then I can gel plate over the top of it with something with a smushy business.
Okay. Do you want me to kind of stick with the colors I got going on here, which is my
yeah, I don't really care.
Green and blues.
Just pick up whatever you got, spray that, and stamp your stamp in it, and it'll be messy and wonderful.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do a little of this too, just because it needs a little more pigment.
Oomping.
A little more pigment oomping. See, I barely.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I barely did it.
Now she's messing up my blue.
And it's fine. It's fine. Really, it's funny coming from you. Funny.
Well, I was kind of careful with that one.
With that one.
With that one.
That one was special.
Yeah. Because I've changed the color on it 3 times. You can see the different things on the lid there. Now it's probably going to be another color.
Okay. That. We're good there. Let's do a little re-up that. Something just flew by.
I know. I love these flower stamps. They're just so cool. And somebody said, they kind of reminded them of crewel work. I don't know if that's subject matter wise or just because they're such a
that was
heavy
Gerald
outline.
that said that, yeah.
But I thought that was a brilliant, observation.
Okay, now we got that sort of going on there. Okay.
And if you wouldn't mind, changing your color combo up a little bit there, giving me a couple of those, then I really wouldn't be mad at it. And you've got time.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, see that's what I'm talking about.
There we go. Happy? Or do you want me to smack that in a bit more?
No, I like it that it's kind of.
You want me to change up the color?
Yeah, I mean,
like to what?
Just put some purple or something down there. What else you got in that little?
Well, these are all like blues,
greens, and golds.
Yeah.
Well, you have another whole set there.
I do.
Bust out the pink.
Pinks. You want like the reds? Now these are different brand. These are the Fine Tech. Holbein. It's a very confusing. I do have them listed in our Amazon shop. This may or may not actually be the set because we've mixed ours up. Like I put all of the ready oranges together and the browns. So just FYI. Things have been altered as they do on this channel. Okay. I think that'll be fun. The spitty.
Yeah.
Spitterton.
This isn't it is interesting because the dynamics. I can remember when my great grandmother, we used to always go to Christmas there, and once she died, we all just sort of did our own Christmases, and it was really kind of a sad thing. because the dynamics are definitely all kind of, you know, changed around. And Cookie Mo says, elephant stomping using the wooden brayer from Anthony. Here is the Baron Maker's shop.
Yes.
Yes, if you want to get one of those stompers.
That's the place to do it.
That is the place to do it.
Okay, we're going to go with that.
He supports us, and we love supporting him.
All right.
It's a Baron, yes. Did I say Brayer? Baron. Yes, Baren. Brayer is the roly thing. You're just having such good luck with this stuff. There must be good humidity.
What do you mean? Such good luck with this stuff. What? With the watercolor?
Yeah.
I've done this before, lady.
Well, I know you have, but not to the extent that you've been doing all these really cool color combinations and
look at that.
Different stuff. You don't have to do any. Leave that open.
Okay.
But see, I'm thinking about coming in with a stamp, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to try some different things.
What are you saying?
Because that background is so light, I can stamp over the top of it once it dries.
Yes.
Because right now it's really wet.
Yeah. You want to let it dry to do whatever next thing you may want to do to it.
You do adjust to the new normal. And Tegan's horses are getting their nails trimmed today. Ah.
Might need a little. Do you want more than that, or does that make you?
Good for you, SWL. Oh, they're going to spend their holidays on the houseboat. Is that someplace in the Pacific Northwest? I'm assuming that it is, because when we were in Seattle, we could see houseboats.
Oh, there! Look at that.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that looks really cool.
Some stamp ideas, some coloring. Would you were licking your fingers like you were gonna grab some more papers? Do you want some more?
Only if you want to.
That's fine. You got chit chat with folks. We can do different color combo or something. I'm gonna throw some.
Okay, so Tegan's prepping her horses for their nail.
For the farrier, isn't that what that's called? Farrier.
I think so.
I sometimes watch that on YouTube. I like that. I like the sheep people.
Oh, Arty Sky says, turn the plaid diagonal.
Oh, yes. I wanted to do that. I'm happy that you said that. Okay, we'll do one of those here in a second, like on a
oh, they are on Watauga Lake in Tennessee. And Susan says that stamping with the watercolors is so cool. I think I could do that. Maybe. Oh, Becky says snowflakes, Mariah. Where the heck are our snowflakes? And if you were doing those with the watercolor, then I could come over with the little bitty, itty bitty snowflakes and go over the top of the little itty bitty snowflake. Do I have them over here?
Look at that. Look at that, Patricia.
Let me see. Oh, wow.
So we got a little shimmer in it. Got the distress oxide stuff. You gotta just put down some of that pigment every once in a while, because then it oomps up what's going on.
Well, I'm trying to find the Eddie snowflakes.
Oh, the big ones?
Yeah.
Ooh,
What would they be under?
that is a very good question. I actually don't know, because you rearranged everything, and I think you know. We're gonna go with that.
And I have to turn my head on the side to read it, and it makes my neck hurt.
I'm gonna go on the back side of this. So we want to go
Here
this
we
way.
See, I did have it.
And And then...
Well, it's Eddie's squares. That's not what I wanted.
Then... I'm going to... Let's see here. Let's go with the green. Okay. And then we're going to turn it.
Aha.
And turn it. Check that out. And if you want to like continue it out or, you know, finish it out, you can line that up. If you want more of a step and repeat kind of situation. I didn't line it up super great, but y'all see what I'm saying. Okay, these are Eddie's big old. These are.
Here, let me get you some more paper because I don't know what I'm supposed to. What I do with this?
I don't know. You can cut it up. You can do whatever.
Well, I want it on my back of my card because it's the background.
Okay, so you want more
Uber-snot.
More of that, or
I want you to do some of Eddie's snowflakes. I want to see what it looks like.
with the shimmery stuff mixed in.
Yeah.
Well, and this still has, actually, I think, what is on these?
I don't know,
Something
but
different.
it doesn't matter.
Something different. All right, we're just going to
I don't really care. I just want it really light so that I can stamp with the, and can you offset it instead of trying to symmetricalize it?
Symmetric. She does not want it symmetricalized. Okay, read chat.
Okay.
Sure, there's questions or just, you know,
yeah,
possible confusion.
I meant the new snowflakes.
Ah, the new ones, the little ones.
Yeah, well, I'm going to use the little ones, but I'm going to use the little ones over the top of the big one if she makes it really, really light. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, well, let's see what we get. I need another wet wipe, but I'm just gonna.
Okay, and Big Sky says thank you for clarifying Neo numbers 1 and 2. Yes.
Let's see how. There, is that kind of what you wanted?
Yes.
Okay. Well, whatever's on here is not reactivating yet.
Yeah, it might take a little bit to get into the...
Right. Oh, see, I think it's starting to maybe. Or that's just the blue stuff from before. I don't know. Y'all feeling inspired? Entertained? All that business. Thumbsy upsies, y'all. There we go. Love that. That's one of those.
I gave you both of them, right?
Yeah. Oh, you want me to do that one? Okay.
Yeah, I can give you some more paper. I cut up quite a bit this morning.
I pushed this one a little harder. Let's see if it... Ah, yeah. There you go. Oh, and look, it is starting to kind of activate the blue stuff that's...
Oh, I see it on the edge there.
A little bit. Okay. Let's see what we got here.
Thank you, Brenda. She's always inspired.
Awesome. That makes me very happy. I mean, sometimes I know it seems like I'm just...
She's just fussing.
Fussing, but there's some method to my madness. I like doing this with the foam stamp. This is one of my favorite things.
Yeah, the blue would be really great because that's kind of like a sky, you know. They would be floating down from the sky.
Oh, you want blue? Okay. See what I can do about that. Get you more blue.
Now you're making green, but that's okay too.
Alrighty.
Hello, Jackie.
That looks really cool on there. Look at that.
It really does.
They're pretty.
And Brenda says everything we do here is right up her alley, being a mixed media person.
Ooh,
We are too, and there's going to be some more mixed medias added to these. Oh, wow.
that's pretty.
That looks so
Look
cool.
at how cool.
Because remember, these are going to be stamped over stamped.
Yeah.
We're making a whole new batch here.
Oh, that's gonna be. I'm gonna kind of smack this one a little more. There we go.
Oh.
Cause see the with it being mainly the watercolor, it's pretty light. And if you did this on darker paper, you would have more of this effect. By the way.
I just think mixed media is the only way to go with this. Oh, that's really pretty.
I had to up my purpley business over here. I think, okay. That's good. These are the little CSY art.
Hello, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
She's popping in for a few minutes between appointments.
All right.
Appreciate those thumbsy upsies. Star Traveler, did you sneak in there?
Nah, she's been here.
You've been there, okay.
Look at that. That's cool. I don't know if the ink on the stamp is helping us any. I kind of feel like it's doing something there because there's just a little more oomph than I think what would be with just the watercolor. It's just worth saying to y'all, just so you don't think that
it could be grabbing on too.
Yeah, because remember there was some inky, something or other. You'll have to go way back to figure out what the heck that was. I don't remember. It was something I don't know if it was like the Woody's things or pastel-y type things. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember either.
Yeah. Okay, last one.
These are really cool, and they love the shimmer.
Yeah.
And that really is, I think that's a really good way to get this. And the thing about it is, with the watercolors, you don't have to worry about the paint drying on to your stamp.
Now, one thing I will say, do keep in mind that because there's, the metallic-y, shimmery business, it's there for a while. So if that upsets you, you may need to keep that in mind.
Yeah, as you or take it to the bathroom and scrub it up.
Yeah. But it'll probably be there
Okay,
for a while.
Rhonda wants to know which paper she's using. It's just our regular
The
old hammer mill.
Hammer mill. And then sometimes I'm using these the postcards that we
Yeah, Brenda, we do think there is some of that going on too.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there you go. Okay, well that was fun. I don't really have anything else. That was actually tackled all the things that I kind of wanted to play with today.
Yes, the 32 pound. It's the heavier weight. And I think that that's one of the reasons it does stand up to this a lot better than
it does.
And they do a little distorting, but they come right back out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you won't even be able to tell. But they are taking a while to dry. Because I just touched the plaid and it's not dry yet.
Yeah. I don't know what I should do.
Oh, hello, Ellen B. She's been lurking. Enjoyed the stamping.
Wonderful. I don't know what I should hold up. Because we did watercolors. We did the Neo. Maybe I just hold up.
Well, here, let me.
Here, and this will be easier to hold up. I can hold that up.
Yeah, then
And the little watercolor business. And then I'll hold up the stamps that I used mainly.
Well, do you want any of
the
these?
big ones? Like that. Okay. Now I'm just going to hold up the little fancy things and people can... Whoops, that's not the one I wanted. No, that's not the one. Oh, that's not the one.
Oh, and Brenda says she would like to see some of these clay projects. Okay, well, we'll get those down and show them to you. It's really cute. She put them into the...
Here's one of her little characters. But yeah, I told her she could put them in the cabinet downstairs.
She put them in the cabinet.
Otherwise, she wants to just put them all over the kitchen. Drive me crazy.
But look at that. I mean, I think, she's 7 years old, right?
Yeah.
She won't be 8 until May.
That's right.
Oh, and you've got to see some of her portraits. The one that she did I love the best is the one of Brad.
Oh, yeah. She was supposed to bring those back up here, so I don't know where they are. But we'll show them to y'all. She wanted me to show them to you.
I'll try to find them for tomorrow.
Here's this. That kind of covers it, right? Kind of weird shadow on me. There we go. Don't put me on the spotlight. She gets way too much enjoy. It's fine. You know what? I showed you on screen. I just want you to know because I was accidentally flipping through the things and you were on there for just a second. I know. All right, my Arty friends. We'll be back tomorrow. She's going to be mixing some colors.
Mixing colors and long hauling.
Color combo. It should be fun. She usually gets kind of feisty about the color mixing, so that's always good time.
There is that to look forward to.
There is that to look forward to. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging.
Bye.
Love you like a
long haul.
There we go.